welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as we return to the tavern to hear the continuation of the tale of the War of the Chromatics. Where we last left
Preston.
off, it was a bit of a shock. I do want to apologize before we go into more detail about that, because due to VOD corruption and the VOD didn't save on Twitch, I sadly do not have episode 11, so it sadly won't be on YouTube. So this is kind of the makeup for it on when this this video gets uploaded on the YouTube side. It sucks because a lot happened in last session.
So today we're going to be reenacting last episode with sock puppets.
Yep, take it away.
So ease his mind.
Yes. But to reiterate, or before we go into all D&D, later, as it is now March, later this month, actually, I'll be putting together a fun, short, quick, fun one-shot closer to the end of the month. Be on the lookout for that. That'll be for a charity stream over on my main channel, Becco Gaming. That'll be broadcasted live for everyone to see. All is good in the world. I hope you all can see it there. It should be a lot of fun, and you all will have ways to interact with the stream to impact how the stream goes, or the sessions go. Besides that, that's kind of all the tidbits, updates, and whatnot. What we are going into now is the continuation on this being episode 12. Decisions are to be made. Where you all left off, you were all forced to make, or you all came to a reality of not everything that's happened in Ironspire was real. It was all an illusion, all a lie, as you were all under the influence of a false hydra, eating away at your memories, about to eat you whole, as things started to break and fall apart as the closer y'all became to danger. Now you are back at the tiny village that you first entered before reaching Ironspire. Before you all get going on your conversations, this is one of the very few times that you are going to be free to change what routes and plans you're going. As if you continue to commit to Ironspire, once you get in, you're probably not going to be able to leave until things are conquered. Versus you can go do any of the other stories that I do have prepared. That is ultimately up to all y'all's decision. I am just putting that out there as my influence is probably going to be more on the minimal side until a decision has been made. From where you all reemerge, old wooden hut. I mean, a lot of this village is pretty. It's not worn down. It's aged. It's like a fine wine in a way, where it's old. You can see a couple holes in there, but the people, they just live their daily lives. Is there anything y'all want to do?
Is there a tavern in this town? Like a bar?
Yeah, small.
I could use a beer.
I'm just gonna walk away from the group, and I'm gonna go get a drink and clear my head.
Yeah.
And I turn back and I look at everybody and I go, anyone wants to join me? I'm going to get a drink, and I just turn around and I keep walking.
Right
Should we all go get a
behind
drink
you.
with him?
I'll
I'm down
join.
for a drink.
I think
I'm
so.
down for a drink.
Be a good time for you guys to catch me up on your mayhem.
I won't have a
Gaze will
Really
come
is.
I will
along, but
join.
As y'all head into the tavern, it's pretty empty. There's a
It's
couple,
pretty much it's a piece of shit.
it's like, there's a couple tables, there's a couple bar stools, there's a little stage for performances, but for the most part there's probably, besides the bartender and the one waitress that's in the bar, probably like 4 people. There's not a lot of people in the bar or in this tavern.
Okay, I walk up to the bartender and I go, "What do you have that's strong?"
How strong we talking? Like kick your ass type of strong, like you're gonna go woo, or you're not waking up till next week from the hangover.
I want something that can knock me on my ass and also at the same time clear my head.
Perfect. You watch him. He turns around, and you kind of see him like skimming through, and he finds the tab. He starts pouring it a mug. He sets it on the counter. That'll be 2 gold.
2? God damn. Okay, well I was gonna buy a drink for everybody, but now I'm not.
They
Don't
live
you
in
have
poverty.
like 80 gold?
I only have 50 gold. I only have 51 right now.
I have 70.
I want to be able to do something. I want to be able to
Wait,
do
wait,
something
wait,
in a
wait.
city to get more gold at some point. As soon as so I have plans. So we kind of jumped right into the fucking game plan right off the rip. So
I have 10 gold.
Bartender. Bartender, do you by chance know what a margarita is?
I take my drink. I go find an open table and I sit, big enough for all of us.
Do I know what a margarita is?
He pulls out a shaker and starts shaking one up.
Is like, let me tell, and he points over to the menu behind him, and it is a list of just 10 different flavored margaritas.
this guy's deity that he prays to is Jimmy Buffett.
There's actually a picture of him about that in one of the booths.
Hailing from the kingdom of Margaritaville.
If you look over to one of the booths, you see a guy wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Dude, that's his like equivalent to Stan Lee.
It's Jimbo Buffet.
But yes, I'm very familiar with margaritas.
I see on your menu, does that say Mango Tango?
There's Mango Tango, Bahama Mama, Maui Wowie.
Give me some of that Maui Wowie.
I
With
got
the horrors of a false hydra, and now we're ordering margaritas.
You watch as the bartender with this theatrical, getting the drink, shaking it, pours it, and puts a little umbrella. And
Beautiful.
passes it to you. Any y'all else drinking?
Can I just get your best ale?
Nice and simple. Also, sir, with the margarita, that'll be 3 gold.
Oh,
It's
God.
okay. I have a good amount of money. Here you go, sir.
Dude is
I
Take
remember
one
when
for yourself.
Baldine
He's
was
trying to
broke as
rebuild the
can
city.
be.
Hey, Bo.
Just yes.
While all these people are drinking, could I sneak off and just kind of sneak outside real quick?
Sure.
Okay. They can continue, and then we'll do our little thing.
Do I notice
You-
since I'm already sitting down at the table?
Why are you so fucking obsessed with me?
You were obsessed with me first. Now it's my turn.
You're the one who
What?
fucking worships and talks to the fucking evil dragon god.
Give
You guys are cute.
give me a
God?
perception check, Ignatius.
You said perception.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second, Dad.
Bro's better roll a 2.
Moment, father.
I hope he net ones.
Brother, could you
Where
share
did it
some?
go? Perception check for my Lord and Savior, my God, Bo. You said perception. That is an 18 plus
I
6.
don't believe you.
24.
I don't believe a word out of your lying
24.
mouth.
I just picked it straight up and showed you 18.
What do you think I'm looking at? I'm looking at the Discord, my guy.
Ah, well, that's up to you. You could have turned my stream on. You could have seen me show you 18 on my camera.
You can see that on
Right there.
Discord too.
He's right there on Discord.
Where is that on Discord?
You
Am
just
I
click on the
stupid?
call again and you pull up all the
Yeah.
face cams.
I'm
As
seeing the face cams. Whatever. Continue.
as you watch, so with it was an 18 plus 6, so 24.
24.
Okay. You see what, Eric, go. Are you trying to sneak out like without anyone noticing, or just hoping that the busyness?
I truly don't care. Like, I'm just gonna turn around and
Yeah.
walk out the front door for it's gonna be like a minute long deal that I'm doing outside. Like, I truly don't care if he sees.
You watch as Eric steps out for a second, but in this time frame, he's quick. He pretty much like steps out and he's gone for like a minute and then walks back in.
Yeah. All I need to know is that he walked out while everyone else was doing something.
As the bartender looks at you, Rios, and he's like, "Just a simple ale."
Yep.
You what? And he pours you a drink, and he hands it to you. That's only going to be 5 copper pieces.
Easy enough. You guys just gotta know what to get at what bars. It's easy as that.
Rios has been hanging around the good taverns.
You went and
This is
sat down
delicious.
next to Ignatius.
I'm sitting in the corner and I'm just lightly tapping my drums, having a good time. Just enjoying this wonderful margarita.
You fairy, are you looking to drink anything?
I humbly apologize, but I do not drink alcohol. But if you have tea, I would greatly appreciate that. And before you say, I will pay extra just due to the inconvenience. Thank you, good sir.
You're perfectly fine. There's actually, we would have to put a pot on and boil it for a bit, but it would be ready shortly.
Sounds good. I very much appreciate it. How much gold would you like?
For tea, it's only a couple silver pieces. It's only like 2-3 silver pieces.
Finally,
Nothing too
sensible
big, you know.
pricing.
I appreciate you, good sir. I will get that to you promptly.
You say that, Gaze, but I haven't had them roll their constitution checks yet.
Afford.
And I'm dead. No.
I'm just sipping.
I go and
Gaze,
take a seat over at the chair or table with Ignatius.
Gaze, are you having anything to drink?
Fist bump.
Who's all with
No.
me right now? Yeah, fist bump.
Yeah. What's up, dude?
So me and Rios.
Gaze is
Am I
not
sitting with
gonna
you guys?
actually. Gaze is gonna walk up to the counter and just put it rest up against it. Hello. Any
Hi.
water at this establishment?
Water.
And go.
Yeah, we got water.
Do I have to pay for the water?
Water's free.
Good. Please, one of your finest waters.
You watch as he pulls out just a tall glass, and with a bit of magic, as he just creates fresh, pure water.
What?
Oh shit!
As he sets the cup on the counter. Have a good day, my friend.
Thank you. Gaze picks up the water and takes off the ring that's making Gaze look human right now, goes into the plasmoid form, lifts their head back, and just dumps the water on their face. And it just absorbs into the skin.
You watch as the bartender, he's just he's just enamored. Like he's just like he's not like scared or anything. He's just like in awe.
So is Rio sitting over at the table. He looks over at Ignatius. He's like, "What? What is he?"
As
We still don't know. We still don't know.
Okay.
as this is all
Thank you.
going on, Aragrax,
Yeah.
you stepped out.
Yes.
What would you like? What are you wanting to do?
Okay, so I want to pull out my stone that I can talk to Jim with.
Gym
Okay.
time.
Okay.
And then I want to basically what I want to do is ask Jim to create 7 rings or 7 charms or something that we could all put on to prevent us from being able to fall under illusion magic, so that like what happened with the false hydra doesn't happen again.
Okay. Go ahead and call Jim.
Ring ring.
Yeah, ring.
Bob?
Hello?
Jim,
Who is this?
it's the dragon born from the town.
Ah, the one that has the IOU. How can I help you?
I fear I may be adding to that IOU.
Oh, I love it when people add their IOUs.
I'm sure you do. We're in a bit of a
What?
sticky spot, Jim, and I have a request.
Sticky like gelatinous cube sticky, slime sticky, like what type
Sticky like
of
false
sticky?
hydra sticky.
Man, I haven't heard about a false hydra in a couple hundred years.
Well, where we currently are, there is one that is being controlled by a dragon. The party, fell under illusion magic, and I'm trying to prevent that from happening again. Is there any way that you could form some sort of ring or charm or pendant or anything that we could put on or wear to prevent us, or at least make it more difficult for them to put us under that spell?
Huh.
We would need 7.
Illusion magic resistance. Well, it's possible, I guess. It would take some time.
How long would it take?
Possibly a month.
Mm.
With the fact I gotta first find material that isn't altered by illusion magic.
I understand. Could you get started on this project for me so that we might have it in case we encounter a situation like that again?
I can certainly try. This is going to be a hefty cost. You do realize that.
I am aware, Jim.
Alrighty. We just add into the IOU.
We will add to the IOU and settle it up after the world is protected.
Alright. I can work with that. Well, I'll holler at you if I get any breakthroughs.
Thank you, sir. If there's anything you need in ways of making this, give me a ring and I shall assist in any way that I can. We are
We'll make
currently
it
outside
some
of
form of
Iron
payment.
Spire, so there may be some tech
Alright.
here that might be useful.
I gotcha. Oh, the Iron Spire. Oh, the Jossie folks. They got all the tinkering tools. I got all I need right here. But I'll update you on and if I find any countermeasures to this illusion magic.
Thank you, Jim.
Of course.
Okay, and then I walk back in and sit down with the party.
Welcome back.
Hello,
Hello.
Gaze.
Hello.
Yes.
Paladin.
Aragrax.
As the party, as you're all, you're sitting at the table, you're all enjoying your drinks. Just kind of, it's a quiet, quiet tavern. There's not much commotion. Very little foot traffic. One person comes in, they get a drink or two, and then they sit there. They chat up with the barkeep, and then they head out. Just kind of go on the day. Nothing like it's not busy. Rios?
At this point, can I sit here and ask this party what exactly they've been doing and what's been going
Go
on?
for it. Go for it.
So, you guys could fill me in on what exactly I walked into.
Are you
for
officially
it.
joining our party then?
That depends.
DM,
Yes.
while this conversation is happening, I would like to use my medallion of thoughts.
Okay.
I feel like I can tell what some people are thinking and what some people's thoughts are.
Okay.
I would like to cast one charge of my medallion of thoughts to detect the thoughts of, because I want to know what he's thinking of Excalibur.
Oh,
Interesting.
So while we're all sitting there talking, I'm going to hold the medallion of thoughts kind of under my shirt, and I'm going to cast detect thoughts on Excalibur.
so he's got to make a save, right?
He has to make a save. If he doesn't save, I want him to just text me what he's thinking, so the conversations can continue to happen. You're muted.
Haha, LOL. I'll text you.
Okay, what'd you roll? You have to make a save.
Oh, I
Because if it doesn't
I'm
work,
telling
He can also willingly choose to fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can willingly choose to fail.
oh,
Do
that's
you
true.
want-
That's up to you.
Do
But
you
it's up
want
to you if you don't want to
fail?
share your. Huh?
I've decided to fail.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you're just gonna tell me what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Cool.
It's gonna be told to the party anyways.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna hang for now while that's happening. I'm gonna let everyone talk now.
Who wants to fill
Well.
in Rios?
Still in Rios.
Gaze, go for it.
I've already met our lovely band.
Band of
Misfits.
misfits.
Band of Misfits.
Gaze, are you doing the puppets
Accurate.
now too?
Am I what?
Are you doing the puppets?
No, we need more room for the tentacle puppets.
Oh, okay.
What?
So, let me do a formal introduction. Here with the wings, we have Excalibur.
Hello,
Over
Excalibur.
here,
Whoa.
the gunslinger is Ignatius.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm going to shake everyone's hand as I go along.
Nice to meet you, Rios.
The
Pleasure's
Dragonborn
mine.
here is named Aragrax.
Aragrax.
This guy over here, well, this is Valdim.
Hi, man.
That's just this guy.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you all.
This guy.
Thanks for saving our ass, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Right place, right time, I suppose.
Tall one here, who I am still fairly new to, is Zoran.
What's up, dude? I don't know how much taller you are than me, to be honest, but
He's a Goliath.
yeah. So I'll look. Yeah. All right.
And I am Gaze.
I try to shake. I kind of go to shake his hand, and I don't really know how to because I'm like,
Gaze
I've never
reaches
seen-
out and out their arm and just like moves past your hand and grabs your like full forearm and starts shaking it.
gives me a little bit of the GBs. Like, sorry, I'll
It's a
get used to that. I'll get used
It's
to
a
that.
pleasure to make your acquaintance. Don't worry about it.
Really don't.
Not many are accustomed to this form of mine.
Nope, I've never could even picture anything like that, to be honest.
Now, you want to know about our story, how you will play into this, correct?
How so?
Well, started out with a group right here minus Zoran. Had two others with us. Their party has since left the party to be with the Red Dragon and train up strength, fear Alder.
Alder.
Party died heroically, saving all of us from the clutches of a giant behemoth. But long story short, the quest is to locate and figure out how to deal with all of the dragons of this world.
Okay.
We do
What,
not know.
Sorry.
Go on.
I was just gonna ask the DM what history do I know about the dragons?
What? Give me a quick history check.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
So you know where they were born
Galaxies.
with they, you know, all their birthday. No.
What's your blood type?
He's been there since the
You
beginning.
know
of time.
Stormweaver's name.
I know their favorite order at Wendy's.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh, damn,
Nice.
that's a good one.
Nice try, Zoran. Nice try.
Damn it.
From what you can recall about the dragons, Rios, is they've always played in a very impactful order to the world, both the Chromatics and the metal dragons, as the metal dragons believe more in having more of a hands-off approach to most of them believe in a hands-off approach to handle world problems, let it kind of resolve on its own, whereas the Chromatics like to kind of get involved with things, cause a little bit of chaos. As for events in history, you were acknowledged of the seal of Tiamat and Bahamut, and have received word that that seal was broken. On top of other information that you would know, you have a bit of knowledge, just general knowledge about some of the Chromatics, as for their impact to the land itself. And each one kind of varies. So you know most information about dragons. With like you probably know a bit more than your average Joe.
Okay. So the rumors about Tiamat and Bahamut are true then, aren't they?
Yes, they are, and well, let's just say we may have accidentally had a hand in resurrecting them.
You guys brought those two dragons back to life?
Let me correct what my friend has said. We were under the impression that we were collecting stones to make sure the seal stayed solid. Those stones were stolen by somebody that we will more than likely see again and used to resurrect Tiamat and Bahamut. The same person who stole the stones is also the person who killed Artie.
Rest in peace.
And what was the name of that person that died? Sorry.
Hey, DM, what was the name?
Of the person who died?
Artie.
No, of the guy who
Artie.
manipulated us.
Oh, Rokus.
Yeah, that's right.
Rokus is the guy that killed Artie?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a much better explanation than what Gaze said.
We have
totally
been
thought you
working
guys
on
did it.
Gaze explaining.
Well, we did, just not knowingly.
Let's see.
Said was not false.
It
You
was
believe
not
this?
Gaze.
You believe this Rokus guy is an Ironspire? Are you chasing him right now? Or
No, we are actually here on behest of Ignatius, trying to find help within his hometown.
But
Our
you guys
goal-
were not in Ironspire. Because there's no
Correct.
way. It's 2 or 3 days away because of that false Hydra.
Correct.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be honest.
Our
I don't
current
even
mission-
know how I got here. I don't remember. I don't know why I would have left Ironspire. But that's for another time, I guess.
You've never left Ironspire until now?
I have been there protecting that city for a while. Stormweaver is one of the dragons, and he is currently pretty much head of the council. Unofficial, but pretty much official. And
Oh no, it's
I
official.
know it's fully official. Okay.
Yeah, he is the head. It's just under council vote.
Yeah.
He isn't
Rios,
always
how
in the
much do you know about
majority.
Iron
And this
Spire?
is like 100% confirmed, right? Not just remnants of memories from the false hydras, or what we were experiencing.
From what you can remember, yes.
Okay.
Our memories could be incorrect because of that thing. But seeing as it disappeared into a cloud of lightning, I can only imagine it's working with Stormweaver.
That would add
That
up.
would make sense.
Rios, may I ask you a question?
Shoot for it.
How do you feel about Tiamat?
I mean, he's dangerous. I mean, he could with him and Bahamut be with both of them resurrected. This could be like really bad for everybody.
Ignatius, would you like to give the bit of information that Rios might like to know about you, or would you like me?
I don't think either of us should say anything, Gaze. We don't know much about Rios.
You didn't
Very
know much
true.
about us when we found out, and we did not kill you.
You guys found out. I know how other people view it. I know how people view her.
Well, Rios, I suppose Ignatius will tell you when the time is right, or it may just slip out, and you will be...
As soon as I know I can trust you, Rios, I will give you more information.
That's fair enough.
Yes, may I ask you a question?
Especially after everything we've just been through. Going back to Iron Spire. Zoran and I can speak on behalf of this. We can loop you in on that bit of information as soon as we can trust you.
Yes.
That is understandable. I did just
Rios,
happen
may I
to.
ask you some questions?
Sure.
What are you doing in this village?
Not necessarily doing anything. I've traveled my entire life. I've never settled down to any place for longer than a year. It's just something I was just happened to come by. And I guess I just happened to show up at the right place, the right time for you guys, and now here we are. But I've never known a home in my life. I've always been on the road.
Well, should you be loyal and honest, you can have a home in this party.
I'll have to think about it. I mean, the adventure sounds very appetizing, I will say. Sounds like you guys are experiencing some things nobody ever has experienced before.
I would be remiss to say that your strength would definitely go noticed if you were to not help us.
Hey, Rios.
Yeah.
I would like to cast Detect Thoughts on you.
Okay.
You can either willingly fail or you can still make a DC save.
I'm gonna roll.
Okay, just a D20.
What's the modifier I'm looking for? For saving throw?
Fuck, where is it?
It should be wisdom.
Yeah, it should just be Wisdom.
Oh, it's wisdom. Okay.
I got a 10.
Is it with your modifier?
Yes.
You failed. You don't have to say it. If you don't have to say it to everybody, I would like you to just text it to me, or whisper it to me on Discord.
Okay.
I just want to know if you're in your head, if you're being truthful about what you're saying. You don't have to tell me everything. I just want to know if you're being truthful.
If these hoes are loyal.
Or
Then
if you're
comes
hiding
into
something.
Sorry, quick interruption. What do you guys think?
Ooh.
Oh wow,
That's
that's
Did
really
you make that all
pretty.
by hand?
Yeah.
Damn, Seth.
Very nice.
The real
Thank
jeweler.
you. Oh,
That makes
that'll be
sense.
your friend.
Yeah,
I
100%.
know, I
All right.
noticed that.
I got what I need. Thank you.
I think it's time to stop beating around the bush.
My thoughts
So-
exactly.
What level of knowledge do you guys have on whatever the hell that thing is?
I think I can be of some assistance in that.
I might too, Bo. Would I know anything about it
A false hydra?
with my schooling?
Not really.
Nothing.
I know we've established that I would, Bo.
It's what you would know, Ignatius, is like there are creatures that exist, but like as of like habits, it's very hard to find information. But
I
Aragrax,
just like to check
however,
with like Arcana and everything with all that stuff that I have.
that it wouldn't be able to give you the information necessarily that you'd be looking for. Whereas Aragrax, as a soldier who has experienced war, has a bit of knowledge in history.
What I can tell you of the creature that we encountered is it was a false hydra. Whether you knew that or not is irrelevant. What a false hydra does is it consumes memories. That is its whole premise. Is it puts you to sleep and consumes your memories slowly until your body no longer remembers. However, I have never seen one under the control of something else before. That is what is the most concerning to me.
Yeah.
False hydras by themselves are not awful to deal with. They are a nuisance, but they are not impossible to beat. A false hydra that is being controlled and is under orders becomes much more difficult to manage and contain.
Aragrax.
What is
Yes,
the
He couldn't control a whole city with this thing, could he?
he could control at least a large portion of one.
Could he control the whole council?
I mean, he controlled 6 of the most powerful beings on this planet.
Wow.
We made
Compared to a
mincemeat out of your
commoner-
fucking outlaws in the first couple of sessions, bro.
Well, I was going to say there's
compared-
Jim, there's there's a
There's
couple
Alder.
outliers.
Hold on, listen to me. I said some of. I did not say all of. I said some
I'm being a
of.
smartass. That's all. No. Dude, continue.
He controlled at least us 6. Some of us have connections to other entities as well mentally that we still had perceived access to. I mean, it would not be a stretch of the imagination to say that it could control 12 to 15 people if it was concentrated and localized.
very dangerous?
I know the dungeons, the brig, the cells. If they could keep, they're big enough. They could hold the whole council.
It is a wrinkle in the plan that causes more issues than just dealing with the dragon.
Do we propose that this false hydra could have power over Stormweaver?
That is highly unlikely.
Yeah, I don't.
Dragons are some of the most intelligent, powerful beings who exist.
What would
There's very few
cause-
things that can match a dragon.
What would cause this false hydra, as you call it, to fall under the influence of Stormweaver?
Perhaps he promised him
it seems like this thing
land or
doesn't-
memories, or
Does
mean,
it say?
he
Does
might
this
be-
need land? Does it need wealth?
it's
does it
like
just
any
want-
other predator. It needs to hunt. So
could
if
be
he
making
promised him a
sacrifice.
steady food supply,
Ironspire is the biggest city in the continent, correct?
Biggest? No.
It's
One
not
of.
the biggest. Okay.
It's big, not the biggest.
I tend to lean towards Stormweaver is promising him the memories, is promising this false hydra the memories of the people of Ironspire.
Well, and if Ironspire is truly as advanced as they are in technology, there could be a way where he could be trying to develop technology where he can sell equipment or weapons or technology, and maybe it steals the memories and feeds them back to the false hydra, sort of like a vorpal sword would steal life force, but instead of stealing life force, it steals memories.
Right now, my
And
eyes
he's using it
are
as a study
starting to
session.
glow red. Right now, my eyes are starting to glow a little bit.
I suggest you put that away for the moment.
Put what away?
You know what I'm talking about, Ignatius. Now is not the time nor place.
My anger?
Wink.
Put my
Did you say
anger away?
wink?
I said wink.
Aragrax,
Yes.
are you asking me to put my anger away? These are
Calm
my people
heads
that we're.
prevail.
These are my people we're talking about.
I understand that. What will being angry do? What will that get you if you feed into your anger?
Makes me stronger.
It makes you a liability.
Gives me the ability to help my people.
It gives you the ability to destroy.
You two, can we reposition ourselves?
Gaze
Agreed.
butts in. If I can provide some information on the Stormweaver False Hydra possible connection, I did have a conversation with what seemed to be Stormweaver during my time in the, puts up his fingers in air quotes, tower.
What did you hear, Gaze?
Well, I learned a few things, some of which I cannot share with the party at this point in time. But I have learned a bit about the other dragons, including Stormweaver himself.
Oh.
For starters, as many of you may already know, Stormweaver covets knowledge. And I dare say that maybe by taking the dreams and memory, or not dreams, by taking the memories of the people of Ironspire, Stormweaver may be gaining all of their knowledge through the false Hydra. This is just a theory, however, but I do not see that. I could see this being a possibility.
I think it's more than a possibility, Gaze. I think you're correct.
That's a very, very strong likelihood that that is a reason, Gaze. You might be onto something there.
If not the full reason, the sole reason, it's at least a part.
However, I also doubt this a little bit, as Stormweaver seemed to be a dragon of integrity, despite everything.
I will say, remember, what we experienced was manufactured. So there is a chance that he made himself appear in a more favorable light to either delay and or skew our perception of him when we do come face to face.
I'm not sure. It seemed to be genuine emotion, but I suppose I could have been warped mentally. Now, although this is... Oh.
Sorry.
Yes.
While you're talking, I would like to get back up and go back to the bar and get another drink.
Yeah.
Same drink, 2 gold.
2 gold.
Okay.
He is
Who needed a drink
as well? He turns, pours a drink, hands it right to you as he just
Do I have
goes
my
back to
tea
cleaning
ready?
a cup.
Thank you, my friend. I turn around and I just kind of lean on the bar.
As you ask that, Excalibur, the waitress that is working in the establishment is bringing or walks up to your table and sets down a small little plate and sets a teacup with the the kettle.
Much thank you. And I hand her a piece of gold as a thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let me know if you need anything else.
Gaze, before you continue, I walked away just because I was starting to get uncomfortable with the conversation. It was starting to anger me. Not you guys. You guys weren't angering me. Just the thought of my people. And I would like to cast my final charge of my Medallion of Thoughts and detect thoughts on Aragrax from where I'm standing.
Okay, I'll willingly fail it. Shoot me a text on what you want answered, and I'll shoot you a text.
Okie dokie. All right, Eric.
Now-
All right, sorry, Gaze, continue.
Now, I learned a few other things from questioning Stormweaver, and I'm curious if you all would like to know what I have all learned, even though it may not pertain to this particular false hydra situation.
Gaze, could you hold off on that for a second? I just want to make sure
I am holding off.
I want to make sure we are all clear on what we are going to do next.
Might I
Are we
make one
going in
request?
for diplomacy or are we going in for war?
Is war what we necessarily need
What
right
do
now?
you mean by the two of those?
I have been a general in a military a long time. I have seen what war produces. War creates nothing but devastation and death. Fathers, sons, children, all of them dead and scattered.
I slowly walk back over.
Is that truly what you want for the people of Ironspire, or do you want to try to work out a deal?
I say from behind, no. I don't want any of my people to die.
Then we cannot go in without a plan. We have to be smart about this.
I agree.
Correct. That is why we are sitting at the table currently and having a conversation.
Might I make a request? I know, Ignatius, Aragrax, you guys have voices in your head. If anyone
Hold
else
on, wait.
does-
I want to specify something. That is not confirmed by anybody because that was in the dream by Stormweaver that said that. That is not
He still
confirmed
said it.
to anybody.
As far as we
Bo-
know, we don't know what's fake and what's not.
And Bo also
But
said,
also, the only one in the room when that was said was Wyatt.
when what was said?
But
When
we
it,
were right
when it
around the
was
corner.
said that I spoke to somebody like in my head, you guys were outside the building watching.
Oh, okay. Then I'll rephrase.
I'm not trying to be a stickler. I'm just saying that like
I
literally
know-
nobody heard that.
I know you have a voice in your head.
Mhm.
If anyone else does, could you please communicate with them and try to discover any sort of relation between these two, this false hydra and Stormweaver, what their relation might be, what might be a weakness in that relationship, just anything that you can gather.
well, I will refrain from contacting Lady Luné, as I doubt she knows anything.
That is fair.
I'll talk to her.
Thank you. And anyone else who may have a voice, please.
The
Hold
only
hands and
thoughts in my
pray.
head are my self-doubt.
Sorry, I'm back.
Wait, what'd you say, Excalibur?
That is a joke. The only thoughts in my head is my self-doubt.
The dragon
Rios,
of
I have a
self-doubt.
question.
For Rios, go for Rios.
You're a paladin.
Yeah.
Who is your
How could you
god?
tell?
Gage shoots a look over at.
That's a good question.
I worship the deity Tyr.
A deity
The
lover.
fucking god of war? Are you kidding me?
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh,
Me
okay.
likey.
Interesting.
Right?
Do you think that
Let me double check.
Tyr may know anything about this?
Do you speak to Tyr?
If possible, could you
How much of-
speak with Tyr?
How much do I know about Tyr, Bo?
Nothing.
Seriously?
That's
You're
not
really
something.
You're really pissing in my Cheerios right now, DM.
This is something that in any form of education, there's hundreds of gods and deities in D&D. The odds of you narrowing it down to it, you know its name. That's about it.
Now, I for one am unfamiliar. Could you maybe explain or give me a rundown?
Yeah, I have to read a little bit real quick. Hold on.
Oh,
I gotta find the right thing I have. I read a little bit, but I can't remember what the website was.
Just while he's doing research, I want to say that I have not said anything when it came to like the comment of talking to things in your head, but I will try, like, without making it obvious, to talk to Acrovol.
I mean,
At the
I don't
table?
think I have voices in my head. Do I? Hello?
Is he going to be able to do that without us
No, I
detecting,
think I'm
Bo?
good.
Depends on how Snoopy y'all choose to be.
Oh, I'm fucking Snoopy right now, dude.
Well, you've used all
Really?
3 of your charges, jackass. So good luck
I
with
can't.
that.
Well, I'm detect thoughts, but I also have a +7 of investigation,
How you gonna investigate a fucking conversation in my head?
and
What
I
are you
have
think I'm talking out loud?
6 on perception. I'm pretty perceptive. I'm pretty good at noticing things. So, I'm just. You're trying to speak to a god in your head. I don't know how easily you're going to be able to do that while we're all at a table.
First of all, my dragon is not a god. Gods don't exist in this world, just deities.
Whoopsie daisies.
Well,
Wow, not a fucking
Well.
word from gays.
He's
well,
actually. I think he's actually seething right now. He's actually beat red in the face.
Yes, Rios.
Well, no, this is Noah asking a question.
yes.
The way detect thoughts work is you use it and they don't save. You detect their surface thoughts, and then you can dig deeper, but they'll know you were prodding around. Or am I thinking of a different spell?
All this says for the Medallion of Thoughts is while wearing it, you can use an action and expend 1 charge to cast the Detect Thoughts spell. I guess, yeah, I'd have to look up Detect Thoughts because I don't have it. I just have the medallion.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up detect thoughts because you might be able to probe deeper if you want.
I'm gonna tell you
I-
something right now. Everything I wanted to know, basically, I felt like I already knew as my character. So all 3 of my charges were a fucking waste. So it doesn't really matter. I would have been better use using them on Horny Valdim and Gaze, who's an alien.
Horny? Excuse what? Not what?
And there's Victoria that walks in a bikini.
Yeah, I was gonna say Valdim has almost been laid 3 times in 12 sessions. Come on now.
It says
Why
you
would
My
miss
bad.
initially.
something?
And you've also missed like 2 sessions, Spencer. So
You have a point. Fair point. Fair point.
Thoughts. It says you initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, and then
those were my all of my what I was looking at when I texted them and asked them. Those were all the surface thoughts. So
okay, you
I
can
didn't dig
probe
deeper.
deeper if you ever want to dig deeper. I'd say just look into the rules because it's very kind of all over the place in my opinion. But
yeah, it would make sense if you dig deeper, they would notice.
While
yeah,
Rios is still, while he's still researching, I'm gonna go ahead and like share my thoughts on Aragrax's, proposal. I guess is how you want to say it.
Yep.
I for one, I don't feel like I'm that equipped for some possible intense combat. I feel like I can really thrive in a diplomatic scenario.
Let me also say this
Mhm.
to alleviate your concerns. I have seen more people sacrificed than I care to say over senseless violence. I refuse to allow anybody in this party to needlessly be killed because we let tempers flare. If we are not going to go about this calmly and with thought out actions,
No.
I will leave you to your devices and I will go and achieve a different task on my own.
Okay.
I will not watch this party be torn apart because of poor decision making and hot headedness.
Okay.
I understand.
Yeah. And I'm not saying we have to go in there, honestly. Like I'm more than capable of using some deceit, persuasion, disguising myself, but just going in guns blazing with a grudge, I don't think it's going to end well for any of us.
We need the strategic advantage.
Mm-hmm. Like personally, I think we should all just walk up to the front gates of Ironspire, see what the fuck happens.
Walk up and
Not
say they're
again!
just Stormreaver.
No, this is different than last time.
How's
We're
it?
not
That's
gonna try
literally
to
what you did
sneak
last
in.
time. It's the
No,
definition of insanity.
last time we disguised.
Last time we fucked up
I'm
because we
saying we
apparently
just
disguised them as
openly
two
go
people that
in.
existed.
Yeah, I think we just openly go in, being honest, not disguising ourselves as secret, celebrities.
Something tells me with the way you say that we probably would show up unwelcomed.
We will show up unwelcomed no matter what, due to A, the races of some of us, as well as our overall goal.
I was also exiled. Hello, Rios.
So
He just nods.
Ignatius, are you ready to speak with her?
Before I do that, Excalibur, what are your thoughts? So far, we've heard from everybody here. I want to know what your thoughts are.
You know, my mentor, he explained one key lesson to me over and over again. You are only as strong as you think you are. And due to the circumstance, I see that it holds true. When we were in this illusion, those that relied heavily on their spells and weapons did not prevail as well. And those that had sheer determination and strength to achieve a goal, they had a far better time. You can tell by how everyone remembers these illusions. Now, I can't say that I know all what you guys remember, but I will say this. I believe it was a test of sheer wits, a test of determination. Why would just a random false hydra be here? Why would Stormweaver not have the false hydra kill us right away? If it was with murderous intent, we would all be dead. I think there's more to it that we're not paying attention to. And I do want to bring up Bahamut. What's going on with him? We haven't heard a single thing about Bahamut or Rokus or any of the henchmen. We have no idea what they are doing. For all we know, they could be counteracting everything, or we're just falling right into what they want.
So,
I think we need to be careful. And I think that we need to keep our emotions fair. As much as the anger drives us, we need to think about it. Because one moment we could be dead.
so what is your suggestion then, Excalibur?
To be honest, I'm not sure. I would love for us to venture into Iron Spire. Don't get me wrong. I think it's important. But at the same time, with the lack of information that we have about anything going in Iron Spire, it's dangerous. We don't know any back exit. We don't know if we can go up to the front. We have no information that we can hold true.
I probably would have information on possible ways to get in. We just thought going through the front door was the best possible option. I probably have some ideas.
If it is, then we should do it. But I just ask everyone that instead of think of your hearts for once as big and strong as they are, we need to think of our heads. And that is all I ask.
On one hand, a false hydra potentially being controlled by a storm dragon. On the other hand, Bahamut, who you guys have no idea what they're doing. realistically, there is probably more unknowns going the route of Bahamut. But how dangerous is it really in Ironspire?
So, Aragrax, just so that I can confirm my assumptions. The number we defeated 4 heads down in that hole, and there was only 1 remaining. The
4
number
of the 5, correct.
4 of the 5. The number of heads impacts its power, correct? Just how much power it can hold.
From what I have seen, yes. However, that doesn't mean that they can't regain power by healing or having magic cast upon them.
Exactly. So the longer we wait, I fear that the bigger of an issue this is going to become.
Might I remind everyone at this table, we are dealing with adult dragons. None of what we are going to try to do is going to be easy. We are going
I am well aware.
to have an uphill fight constantly, no matter where we go, no matter what we do, no matter how strong we are. There is a fight ahead of us, regardless of the path we choose.
May I offer an idea?
Go ahead.
A nuke.
Oh, not too
just
far off.
Just send Gaze in.
All right, I got this, and just freaking goes in, tentacles to blazing.
Not again. Not again.
Pulls a BG3 Gale.
No spoilers.
Before I offer this solution, might I ask an important question? Do we feel Stormweaver is an enemy?
Yes.
I do not see him as an enemy.
I do not see him as an enemy.
Anyone else care to weigh in?
In my eyes, he is an enemy, yes.
Well, if we can all agree that he's an enemy, or a majority, what's to say we can't convince another one of the adult dragons to help us take him down?
Who would you advise we try to convince?
Well, a few of you have connections to voices. Does anyone have connection to any of the other dragons?
Can I say my character, because like Gaze and my character have talked about this, can I say that I kind of like snarl at Gaze as he's saying this?
Gaze is definitely hinting at you to step in and tell everyone.
Bitch.
In this exact moment, I'm going to say out loud, I'm going to put a hand on Zoran's shoulder and I'm going to say, because I'm still standing at this point, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to talk to her. And I turn, and as I kind of turn to walk away, my eyes go red, start glowing red. And Rios, you tend to kind of lean in and go, he's going to talk to her, and his eyes glow red. And I walk out of the building.
Bye, Felicia.
As you
I'm not
walk
going anywhere.
out-
I'm just gonna sit on the floor, on the ground outside, just around the corner.
As you walk out, Ignatius, how do you reach out to her?
I go, okay, you and I have a lot to discuss.
Who is this?
It's Ignatius. Ignatius
Who?
Brimstone.
I don't know an Ignatius Brimstone.
Who?
I start to kind of like tense up a little bit. I go, is this Tiamat?
This
this
is
not you?
I. But I don't know you.
You know me.
Damn false hype.
Oh my god, what if it wasn't trying to eat our memories?
Who? No, I don't. Who are you? How did you get a hold of me? Me, Tiamat, the Almighty, the goddess of trickery.
Tiamat, you've been in my head How long has she been in my head? I forget. Months? It's been since I left.
It's been over a year.
Short,
It's
over a year.
literally
Yeah,
almost
okay.
been two. It's almost. We're
Okay.
at the point where it's almost been a year and a half, almost 2 years.
Tiamat, you've been in my head for almost 2 years. We've been talking for 2 years.
No, we haven't.
I I stand up and I go, what? Who have I been talking to? Where have I
Couldn't tell
been?
ya. It ain't me.
Where can I find you anywhere?
Like
Are
in
you
person?
free? Are you free?
Yeah.
It's a free country, brother.
Am I able to just kind of end transmission?
Yeah.
Okay, I cut the transmission. My eyes go back to normal. I quickly storm back into the tavern, and I oh fucking
Somebody's
shit.
angry.
Bo, what have you done? I walk up to the group, and I go, bit of a hiccup here, guys. You all know who
Your
I've been
evil
talking to.
dragon not cooperating.
You all know who I've been talking to, correct? You all remember that?
Yes.
Yes.
Also,
Correct.
Rio,
Yeah.
sorry, you probably know by now. I've been talking to Tiamat for about 2.5 years. And I just go back to the group.
Haven't gotten down to the talking stage, I see.
I just reached out to Tiamat. She doesn't know who I
And
am. But
Was the
she,
false
but
hydra using us to consume their memories?
I don't know.
that
But I
is
still have access to
concerning.
her, and she doesn't know how I have access to her. So the connection is there, but she doesn't know who I am.
I advise you try to repair that connection. As painful as that is for me to say.
The
That's not
false
good.
hydra wouldn't be working under Stormweaver. This is a sign. Why would Stormweaver have Tiamat's mind erased? Without Tiamat, Stormweaver would be nothing.
But with Tiamat, Stormweaver is nothing.
What does that say?
Tiamat is more powerful than all of her children. It would take a combined force of them all to take down her and Bahamut. I do not foresee all 5 of the chromatic dragons aligning enough to take down their mother. So if Stormweaver wants control, removing his mother from the equation, removing her vessel, would be an effective first step to keep her out of the loop of what is happening.
Stand
But
up
what
and I
if it
look
was
at him.
Bahamut?
What are you suggesting?
What if it was Bahamut the whole time? Bahamut hates Tiamat. Why would Bahamut want Tiamat to remember? He knows your connection, Ignatius. He knows that Tiamat lives in your mind. But yet,
So does Stormweaver.
Stormweaver does too. But
Or
what
does
can
he? This false hydra creature is fucking with our heads. I stand back up, I walk to the bar, I slam 2 gold back down on the counter, I get another drink, I walk back. And I down it very quickly.
I'm going to turn away from the party real quick and just say, Edzar, do you remember me?
I'm also going to do this with Acrobal.
No.
We'll start with you, Zoran. Zoran, as you try to reach out to Edzar, you hear an underlying yes echo in your head.
Thank God. But that also means you might be our only source of info. I don't want to have
Ergrax.
to do this, but I might be forced to.
Please tell me I didn't lose my one friend in my head.
How do you want to reach to Arcaval?
Have I been saying her name wrong, by the way?
Arcaval.
It's a hard
I've been
thing.
saying Akraval.
No, that's the right way. I think I've been. Truthfully, I think I'm the one who's
Okay.
fucking it up.
Okay. Anyways, I think I'm gonna reach out and go, Lady Akraval, are you there?
My champion.
Champion?
Where? Well, yeah. Champion. What? You act like there was someone else.
My lady, there is somebody else.
No, there isn't.
There was a giant outside of my village who has
Fuck is happening?
somehow won the championhood. I was going to tend to that next.
What are you talking about? There's no giant.
That
You've
is
always been my champion.
That is besides the point right now. We will hash out these minute details later. It is nice to hear from you, and I'm glad that you are still there.
Always. You left me in the dark for a while.
We have run into a situation that we need to remedy as quickly as possible. I will fill you in tonight.
Okay. Sounds good. Sound so concerned.
It is not looking good.
I see.
I will keep you informed of my whereabouts and our next steps. Stay safe, my lady.
Always.
And then I'm going to turn around to the party and go, okay, so I have not been forthcoming with this information, but I speak to the white dragon Akraval in my head. We have a telepathic link.
Does she remember you?
She does. However, there is an issue. Do we all remember that the giant is the white dragon champion currently? At least everybody who was with me at the academy would. Correct?
Yes.
Like Gaze, Valdim.
Due
Do
to
they
the
remember that? Do they remember that DM?
I don't know. Do they? Yes.
Should we all roll for something? I don't know.
No, don't ask him to roll for fucking memory checks.
Yes.
Yeah, not
I've
me.
already
Can I roll
done that.
schizophrenia?
Okay, so
Yes. You all remember the hints already left. I won't lie, there was a version of my notes where I thought about fucking with you all and make you forget who Artie was.
Oh
that
my
would have been
god.
great. I'm not gonna lie, that would have been funny.
That would
But
have sucked.
I actually think if I did that, you all would show up to my house with pitchforks and torches and actually burn me.
Wait, is Artie actually dead?
I don't know.
I mean,
Yes.
before all of this.
Yes, he's dead.
I mean, it could alter.
Anyways,
Well,
Memory
I've been-
alteration that anything could be fake.
but I've been with Dia since before.
will you shut the fuck up, you little fire fiend?
I'm.
Akraval does not remember the first white dragon champion. She believes that I am the white dragon champion.
Well, that's a bit of a problem.
It is a very large problem.
How so?
I
The white dragon champion gains a form of immortality. So now there's an unaccounted for immortal with the White Dragon Champion's name attached that she no longer knows where it is.
So this thing has done
Ergrex,
more than just make people forget. At
Not
It
least
can
now.
make
not
things
us.
disappear.
I need to know more.
Excalibur, you had a question.
It's very minute and small question, but how old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
How old do Dragonborns live? It's a few hundred years, isn't it? Like
Few
600
hundred
years.
It's yeah, we're talking like 3 or 4 centuries.
But I
Okay,
also
I'll say I'm
preemptively
like 150.
I preemptively rolled a Constitution check. I'm now drunk. I only rolled a 6.
What a
Perfect.
fucking
I was
moron.
about to ask that.
Yeah, I'm drunk right now.
As fuck. I'm gonna go get another beer.
We'll,
Another
we'll say
ale.
like 150.
Two more
I
so.
see. That's all I wanted to ask. I want to
Okay.
see if you lived for a couple hundred due to this champion immortality.
No, I have not.
I see. I sincerely believe that if Stormweaver was truly out to get us, I don't think he would attack his own sibling's memory too. I don't see the bigger picture in that scenario.
The vast majority of the dragons are just power-hungry beings. Whether it be knowledge, sheer power, whatever it is, all they want is more.
Which is fair. But you do understand, these are chromatic dragons.
Yes, I understand
There's
them very well.
They are all fairly equally strong, I believe.
To an extent.
Depends on fighting style.
That's
Somebody who fights to kill is always stronger than somebody who fights to live.
I need to gather more information about. I need to communicate further with Edzar.
I'm gonna walk outside and I'm gonna pull out the Tiamat chromatic amulet that I got from several sessions ago, and I'm just gonna look at it outside.
Before we start doing our separate things, are we planning on heading to Ironspire, or are we going to a different location?
I am not planning on turning my back on the people of Ironspire at this moment.
I look at Aragrax, I kind of lean in close because I'm drunk, and I just kind of look at him and I go, I am going to Ironspire. And I stand up and I turn around.
Is Ironspire an acceptable location for everybody else?
Yes.
Yes.
I apologize. But I need to know more. I hate to say that I am disbanding,
Excalibur,
but
give me 1 minute.
you know what, Zoran? Due to my respect, I'll give you this one moment.
Just give me 1 minute. Yeah. I will be back. As I say that, I turn around, pull out my dagger,
He's got a knife.
and sort of make
Get down, Mr. President!
a downward slashing motion. And as I step forward, I disappear.
You watch as Zoran
What the fuck?
disappears. Now, Zoran,
As soon as this happens, I stab my dagger into the ground to have an exit point. Actually, both daggers to be safe.
now, Zoran, you reappear from where your surroundings. You are what to be on a branch.
I didn't want to come back so soon, but I was left with no choice. I'm coming to see you,
As
Ed.
Oh shit.
Zoran, as you traverse, you know where Ezard stays.
Mm-hmm.
You find him looking out through all eternity as he is sitting down, just looking out.
It's been a while for you, hasn't it?
Oh, what's a year or two? This is my job. This is my role.
So, how much do you know? You know what we're facing, correct?
Oh, I have seen a false hydra. Very tricky.
That thing is under the control of Stormweaver, correct?
That would be correct. And from the sounds of it, your friend's companions has been greatly influenced or greatly affected by it.
Yes, very much so.
This
I'm
isn't a
glad.
normal false hydra,
Oh,
as most false hydras don't specialize in illusions. Just they just prey on the memories, not making it seem like. But this one has left worms.
worms?
They're essentially a parasite that leaches into one's mind to continue eating away at one's memories before, if ever in case that the false hydra had to leave. But from your friend's case, due to them having connections to beings that are further connected, the worms are attracted to powerful memories. Typically, creatures of more power have stronger memories, but a bigger feast. So instead of staying, it went to the next thing, or the all-you-can-eat buffet.
So, those of my allies without a higher being still
They're
have worms in their heads?
most likely,
What about me? I mean, do you have a worm or is it within me?
from what I can tell, you don't, due to the short period of time.
That's fair. I was in there for multiple days less.
For
How did I
me,
even wind up there?
you you took fear in the thought that Ignatius would be seeking a greater power. As
He was
disaster has
trying
been
to.
happening in Ironspire, you felt you had no choice to protect what you know. Without this power, you couldn't save the people that you so desired to.
This is a very dangerous situation, but I
It
don't
is.
want to turn my back on Ironspire. I care about those people.
I know.
What do you suggest? Is there anything that we could do to do this as safely as possible?
As safely,
I know it's going to be dangerous regardless.
To safely protect or save your people as safely as possible without dealing with the illusions and the memories being lost. It's quite a predicament you're in. It's
Yes, it is.
possible. Your first focus, I assume you already know, is to target. You kill the false hydra, you kill the worms.
Yes.
Where that false hydra may be, I can't tell. But that creature is going to be supercharged.
I am well aware. But
It would
right
be
now,
it would
only
be
has
fearful
one
for
head,
you to
correct?
No.
Were there more, or has it already regenerated?
There is a lot more.
And these things grow exponentially, don't they?
Depends on the memories they consume.
Fuck. I
You all
just
are
need you to
strong
give
enough
me
to
as
defeat
much
it.
information. I need you to just give me as much information as you can physically muster. I have nothing but time. Just
For
tell me everything.
for you to find a way around the illusion magic and not be afflicted, you could rely on one or two sources. The first source is that new guy that you ran into, that Leonin.
What about him?
He has an aura that protects himself and those around him.
The aura.
I'm aura maxing this campaign.
But it's not the most practical thing to always be right next to him.
Yeah.
The other way would be attaining scales from a gold dragon.
A gold dragon, you say?
That would be correct.
How long would that take for us to find and
To
deal with?
find and deal.
Make a deal with a gold dragon.
Probably a couple weeks. The trek would be far. They're knowledgeable,
Okay.
but is a complete possibility. Maybe you all can tough it out, kill it before it causes too much damage, but at the rate of with things,
It's safer for us to deal with a gold dragon. Possibly even make a deal with it. From what I remember, gold dragons aren't exactly fond of the chromatics.
exactly.
And they tend to be on the friendly side. We could make a deal with one of them, and for a couple of its scales, each of us be protected. And then we return as soon as possible to wipe this thing out.
Of course, that's going to probably be your best plan of action. I don't see, I can't see or think of what other way.
Would be safe.
without risking death.
One last thing I would like to ask of you.
Of course.
When we last spoke, you told me of the damage the chromatics caused here. Though you did say that the white dragon was slightly different from the others, did you not?
She truthfully hated the violence.
Mm-hmm.
She was never fond of war, death. Normally, that's why normally the people that she has ever selected as champion, they had gained mortality. She hated death so much. But as time goes on, you should know this. Time corrupts the brain.
I know all too well.
They choose to no longer be corrupt.
So it's not the white dragon that causes damage, it's
The
the
time.
champion and time that drives them crazy.
Correct.
Okay. So the white dragon is not as much of a priority for me as the rest. That's good to hear, because as you know, one of my party members is with the white dragon, so
I'm well aware. Is there anything else you seek to know?
I just need you to, just as I'm trying to trek my way out, fill my mind with as much knowledge on that false hydra as you physically can.
Of course.
I'm gonna try and find my way out. This bit of a maze, you could say. But I did mark my exit point, so hopefully that helps.
It should. Take care, Zoran.
It was good seeing you again. Also, could you let my father know that I am alive? I forgot to ask that last time.
Yes, I'll let him know. He gets worried, you know.
I'm well aware.
But I will let him know.
Thank you. Hopefully I don't see you anytime soon.
Oh, it's only been a couple years.
You know what that means.
I know. Take care, Zoran.
Goodbye.
As you watch Zoran disappear in thin air, 1 minute later, he reappears.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
As I reappear, you notice two things. One, my arms now have a glowing aura to them. It looks like branches running down my arms.
Hmm.
And also, I have my daggers look a little bit different.
A little extra flair.
Little extra flair to
Hmm.
them. Wasn't expecting these things to be affected, but that might be useful.
Hmm.
All right, guys.
What was that about? Yeah.
I should probably explain. Wait. Can you remind me of your names again?
Like all of us?
Yeah.
I'm Aragrax.
Aragrax. Valdim.
I'm Excalibur, Soren.
Excalibur.
Ignatius.
Ignatius.
This is Gaze. He's quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, the weird slimy one.
The name is
And
Rios.
Rios. All right. Now that that's squared away, I have a deep connection with the World Tree. That is what you just witnessed. Edzar is the keeper of the World Tree, and I had to traverse the branches to reach him. World Tree is a fourth dimensional structure, so it probably looked to you like I just disappeared.
Mm-hmm. You only got
Mhm.
like a minute.
A minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's. I didn't think it was that long.
Mm-hmm. About a minute.
Fair enough. Well, regardless, I have a little bit more knowledge on that creature. It's a bit of a different one than normal.
I'm still
And
staring at the amulet, by the way.
I'm just gonna
I
regurgitate what
figured.
Bo just said out to you guys.
So it's a parasite?
It leaves parasites. It
In weaker people's minds.
correct. So Valdim, Excalibur, you two may have some memory issues until we deal with this thing.
That's so.
I mean, I
Yes.
remember every. Wait,
Do you?
Do you?
why?
You think you remember everything.
Make a memory save.
Stop giving him that suggestion.
Regardless,
Why?
Learn when to shut the fuck up.
Why did I join you guys?
You were just kind of in the bar.
You were
just kinda
here to
there.
gain money, to pay for
Oh,
the
right.
person investigating your parents' death.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that was your whole thing.
My gosh. Oh, okay. Oh, when I have
Anyways.
drum. Oh, I know how to play the drums. We're okay. Yeah. Whatever I
I do
forget
not-
can't be that important.
Victoria walks in.
Do you know who Victoria is?
Oh, do I know who she is?
He'd be so
Yeah.
mad if like, no, you don't.
The DM does he?
Anyways, while I want to save the people of Ironspire as soon as possible, I don't think it's wise to go right now. We would have to stay with it. How big is your aura, Rios?
How big is my aura?
It's a 30-foot radius.
Having to
put
stay
the-
within 30 feet of him at all times just isn't feasible.
Put the amulet back in my bag and I stand up. Not saying anything yet. But hearing Zoran say not to go back to Ironspire, I'm starting to still question it a little bit.
I care about the people of Ironspire. I really do. But it's just we would just fall under that spell again. Nothing would come of it.
He is true. Or he is.
As soon as we are 30 feet out of away from Rios, who knows how quickly we'll fall, and then it'll take us away.
So, am I still gonna have issues even being close to him?
If you're next, no, you're fine. As long as you stay close to him right now.
Like my memory, like I'm
Yeah,
chilling as long as I'm. Okay.
it's not. Right now, the worm isn't doing anything.
Okay.
I gotcha.
I'd like to reach out to Tiamat right now. In the room next to him. I sit back down on the floor, my eyes glow red, I reach out to Tiamat.
Okay.
I don't tell anyone I'm doing it. I just sit down, I reach out to Tiamat, my eyes start glowing, I go, "Are you there?"
Are we just gonna have the same song and dance again? I don't know
You don't
who
know
you
who I-
are.
Okay, I end transmission, I stand back up. That was a waste of time. I'm really going through it right now, guys.
I'm gonna contact Acrival if that's fine.
Yeah.
My eyes glow
Okay.
red and I walk out of the building for a second.
Um,
I like storm out.
so,
What do you
so
say?
what I want to tell I'm gonna tell her, my lady, I have more information, and it is imperative that you hear my words and take action immediately. We encountered a false hydra. This hydra, different from the normal one, it does not simply just eat memories, it implants worms that continue to eat when the hydra is no longer present. Due to our connection, when it tried to plant a worm in me, it transferred that to you due to you having more memories. In order for you to be protected from this, you need gold dragon scales. Do you know where to get those?
Gold dragon scales. Gold dragon scales. Well, I guess there is the old guy.
The old guy?
Jim.
Yeah, the old guy. He lives off on an island. He's surrounded by books, just always reading. Just doesn't really acknowledge much. He was always cranky.
Is it already?
Are you talking about the academy? Like the wizarding school?
No. No, he just lived in it. He had his own little island. Nothing big, nothing grand. Just a library. Just read all the time. He was always just trying to get knowledge. It's where that guy. He's just down south.
Is he closer to me or to you? Can you get to him quickly?
Oh heavens, no. He kicked me out way long ago.
Okay. I will see what I can do.
But if you're looking for this name, his name was Vagos.
Vagos. Okay. I will use this information well. Thank you. Please be careful and rest up and try to find a paladin or someone of the sort so that you may preserve more of your memories. Stay close to them.
Okay.
And then I'm going to relay that information to the party about Vagos and the island and all that.
As he's telling them, I storm back inside. I walk right up to Zoran and I put my hand on his shoulder and I turn him around. I look him in the eye and I go, so this worm thing, because I'm still drunk, it bypassed me.
Yes.
And went to her.
Correct.
Fuck. I turn around, I go back outside, and I reach back out to her.
You need to stay inside.
I'm loving drunk Ignatius. This is great.
Character development.
What do you say to her?
Come back. I need to talk to you.
It's like the guy that keeps knocking on my door and doesn't go away after I shut it.
No,
what do you want?
You're gonna listen to me this time.
Who am I?
He am I.
Me. Almighty.
Yes.
What's so important?
I have information for you, okay? And I think you're gonna want to hear it. You don't know who I am, correct?
Not at all.
You've been in my head for 2.5 years. You have eons of memories, correct?
Yes.
Me and my party recently encountered a false hydra. You know what those are, yes?
Of course. Who doesn't know what those are?
We were held captive by this false hydra. It implanted worms in our brains. You are in my head. Just like what happened, my party members told me what happened. We have people in our party that have other voices in their heads. Same thing they believe happened to them.
Uh-huh.
You don't remember me.
Uh-huh.
Do you have access to gold dragon scales?
Why would I touch such filth?
Oh. This is going to be harder than I thought. You have a worm in your head.
I would think I would know if I have a worm in my head.
Hmm.
Crack open your head and check out.
Yeah. Have you ever encountered a false hydra before, Tiamat?
Killed 30.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
Built
Might-
different.
Oh, damn. Talk about Rios's aura. Okay. Then explain why you don't remember who I am, but I have access to you and I can reach out to you whenever I want.
Be a stalker for all I know.
You're my patron. We've been working together for a while.
I don't make deals like that. People praise
did.
me. I don't make deals. I don't know
made
what you're
deals.
even talking. Why would I make a deal with a fucking commoner?
Oh. Listen. I'm very drunk right now. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm gonna discuss this with my party a little bit more, and because I think you're gonna be a little bit more difficult to fix. And I end transmission. I walk away. I walk back inside.
God, this fucking guy.
I walk back up to the party. I sit back down to the chair that I was sitting in, and I go, "This is gonna be really hard with her."
Yeah.
You don't say.
She told me she killed 30 false hydras.
Well,
As
this
Zoran
one
explained, this is not a standard false hydra.
Mm-hmm. And she's pretty convinced that there's not a worm in her head, that she would know if there was a worm in her head. And she refuses to touch gold dragon scales.
Well, maybe it's not for the worst that Tiamat loses her memory. Maybe
Yeah,
we
but-
deal with her last.
But she's in my head.
But the
And-
worm isn't.
Right. However, she has access to me and can see me and us wherever we are.
If she remembers that portion of your deal.
Oh, but that doesn't. She now knows that she has just some random person who she thinks is a commoner speaking to her and has access to her whenever she wants. Whenever I want.
So then let her believe you are a commoner. Do not give her more information. People who win wars control information. We currently have the advantage on information. Quit divulging everything.
I lean in. I kind of look at him. You're cute when you get bossy.
I'm fucking sorry.
And I lean back and I put my hands on my chest and I kick my feet up on the table.
Get your feet off the table.
Start. What's your name?
Me?
Hmm.
Jimmy.
Sorry, John.
Jimmy John, dude.
Pull my feet back off the table.
Jimmy.
Anyways.
Jim.
Quick question for you, Ignatius.
Oh God, what?
Does a 23 hit?
Oh my god.
It certainly does.
Oh no.
You watch as he fucking takes a copper coin and just fucking whips it, throws it right at you, and hits you square in the forehead.
Oh, I took my feet off the table.
That's for calling me John.
Sorry.
I mean, you did call him the wrong name.
How many points? 1 point of damage?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Hey, +1 copper coin though.
I do get a copper. I pick it up off the ground. I put it in my bag.
He snaps his fingers. It comes back.
Oh,
I'm
damn it,
kidding.
I have to
I'm
take it-
kidding.
Oh, okay.
That would have been
no,
funny.
Now I have to take it out of my inventory. All right.
So,
Well,
what are we doing?
no.
I think the only choice we have is to go see Vagos before we even attempt.
Yes, trying to find Vagos would be our safest course of action.
Unless we choose to risk memory loss from the party as well as some of our deities and try to power up a little bit before
He's not
going
here.
to
You
see
don't have to say
anybody.
deities. It's okay.
I don't want to bring any more harm than necessary to the people of Ironspire. But if we go in now, we take too much of a risk.
I fear that the harm to Iron Spire is already done. We are on cleanup
Okay.
duty. Delaying an extra week to 2 weeks to a couple months, I don't feel is going to be any more harmful than going now. The only thing that avoids is all-out war.
Ignatius, you were the one that cared about Ironspire as well, correct?
Yes, indeed.
I know that my change in demeanor of the plan may
bit
come as a
surprising.
surprise, but we need to be safe. If we take this risk and fail, then way more harm comes to them than we can ever imagine, and the rest of the world even. We have to take this from a strategic point of view.
Ian, what time of day is it?
Probably about
Almost nighttime?
no, more like we're almost about 6 p.m.
6 p.m. Okay. I kind of lean forward, like I'm about to stand up, and put my hands on my chair, and I go. I look at Zoran, I stand up, and I go. I pat him on the shoulder, and I go. I'll go wherever you want to go. And I walk over to the bartender to see if there's any rooms in this place to stay.
How many rooms do you need?
How many? Fuck, how many do we have? It's me,
7.
Excalibur. There's 7 of us.
Eight,
Well,
eight technically.
8.
Yeah, there's 8. 4 rooms.
4 rooms. 2 people can bunk. How much for 4 rooms?
4 rooms, 2 people can bunk. It's gonna cost about. We're looking about probably 30 gold.
Don't worry.
But I
Right.
can make a deal.
Not an IOU.
Jimmy, do you know Jim? I swear.
Nah, well, everyone knows Jim. Besides the point. No. Here. You guess odd or even. You can have the room, or you can. It will only cost you 10 gold.
Does he know what the answer is already?
Yes.
I cast Detect
Who-
Thoughts.
You already used it.
Oh, fuck, no, you're right. Damn it.
Okay, who do we want to take the guess here?
It's
got
just me up there
50-50
talking to
shit.
him.
Oh,
It's just me
okay.
talking to
Does it-
him. Ooh. Hold on. Un momento. Oh, I don't know if that'll do it. No, that doesn't do it. I was gonna say, can I cast Mind Sliver and see if I know what it is?
What the fuck?
Just
are
take
you
a
guess.
thinking?
Fuck it, even.
It's even.
Hey, all right.
Nice.
It'll be only 10. It'll be only 10
Bang.
gold.
All right, I got it.
As
Alright.
as you watch as Ignatius is paying for the rooms, someone abrupt walks into the tavern.
Oh.
And
Don't you
with
Don't
a
you
little
fucking
glow,
dare.
he lights up as he looks over and says, "My royal dudeness!"
Go.
Another room.
Vinci, you can see that we're having a very serious conversation about the fate of the world right now, actually.
I like
Who's
this
this?
turtle.
This is Da Vinci. He's like a squire for Excalibur and his family.
Da Vinci. Okay.
He's a tor. What is he?
He's a turtle.
He's a turtle. He's a turtle. Yeah.
Well, royal dudeness, I came here sent by your mother.
Oh,
What does my mother have to say?
She was wondering if you've gone see the gold dragon on Ugandis.
Oh no.
Da Vinci. You know, I might have been messed around with this hydra. But you're gonna have to try better Turn back.
I told her it wasn't a good idea.
I walk up to Da Vinci and I'm like, Da Vinci! And I give him a hug.
You watch as Da Vinci hugs you. Well, Royal Dudeness, if you want to go see... What are you... So you all talking? Like, False Hydra?
False Hydra.
That's about it.
I have a worm in my head, Da Vinci.
Apparently I do too, but I don't know if I believe that.
Worm. Well, just get gold dragon scales.
Do you have some?
That's what we were talking about, Da Vinci.
Oh, so you're gonna go see Old Man Vagos?
Dude,
I
fucking
think that's
knows
what we were
everything.
talking about.
Well, now
Where-
I
Da
feel
where is
Vinci,
that?
how do you know
Where is
about Pagos?
Well, it's because they're part of the reason why your mom sent me.
What did my mother want me to know?
Where Vagos' island is.
Whoa.
Write it down.
Shout out Excalibur's mom.
Yeah, I'll just leave it there.
Did you? Wasn't this guy the one that was bad with directions?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I was heading.
Hopefully, my mother gave him written directions.
Oh, you want written directions?
Da Vinci. You're useless to me.
Oh. Oh. Oh, boy.
Well, I mean, this map looks a little weird. I think I've been. I
Take a D4 psychic damage.
Hey, how about you just hand over the map? Let's have a look at it.
Akravel said that Vagos' island is in the south.
Yeah. We are about as far north as we can be.
As you can clearly tell, Da Vinci's been holding this map upside down the entire time.
That checks out.
Good goddamn.
That's how
Vinci.
he wound up north.
Right side up. The end points up.
Oh, that's what the end is for?
Yes.
Happens to the best.
Excalibur,
of us, man.
your little buddy is quite special.
You can say that.
But all right, we'll do this. I'll leave you be.
Hold on, real quick. Can I lean into Rios and say, whisper to him, like, yeah, don't worry. The whole reason that we found Excalibur is because he was dealing with a goblin problem that he couldn't handle on his own.
I see.
The education system in the fairy forest must not be very good.
Before you go, I have something to give you.
Yeah.
And I give Da Vinci a written note. I will message you said note momentarily.
Ooh.
I thought he was going to be like, I have something to give you, and just give him the
It's
burger.
going to be after session.
These nuts.
Just flipped him off.
Well, did my nuts come in handy?
Da Vinci,
They
you wouldn't
did
believe
actually.
it.
Yeah, they did.
Well, I'm glad.
I have Da Vinci's nuts.
Yeah. You know, it actually came really nice when we dealt the dragon.
What dragon?
Yep.
Dragging these nuts on your face.
Ooh.
Got
Oh.
Damn!
That's the first time I've ever seen him do it in return.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know you can make jokes, Excalibur.
I high five Excalibur.
Look at this guy
Excalibur
go.
slightly.
Look at this guy go.
Are
You
we
just-
bunking
We'll
tonight,
work on it.
Excalibur?
We'll work on it.
You
Just
just
kidding,
watch
got
as
Da
Da Vinci just kind of pouts.
Actually.
Oh.
I don't think I'll be bunking.
Huh?
What?
There's things that need to be discovered. There's information that needs to be found. I believe in you guys. I think you guys are capable of making the right decisions. But I need to go find some information just so each piece of this puzzle that we're dealing with is put together correctly.
And
Where will
before
be
you
going?
ask,
Um,
what if I'll forget my memories? I have given myself failsafe. As you guys watch Excalibur shrink his spear into almost a pen, he takes his arm, takes the spear, and starts cutting everyone's name into his arm.
Yeah,
It's fucking metal as shit.
that is metal
When I
as
see you
fuck.
guys again, and if the Hydra is still alive, if you remind me your name, I'll know you're okay. Excalibur puts his spear back into full side, turns around, and walks out the door.
Huh.
Oh,
I wonder where he's going.
probably back to the fairy forest.
I feel that we'll see him again.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
Y-
Actually.
You hear outside the tavern, "My royal dudeness, you're coming with me?"
Da Vinci, I need you to make sure that note is safe at all times.
What now? I got you.
It's gonna be a long trip.
Da Vinci, just because of that, I have procured 3 different notes that I've already attached to you.
I would be surprised if Da Vinci survives this trip.
As Excalibur leaves,
Said that for 12 sessions, Zoran, and he still keeps coming back.
Good point.
it leaves the rest of you here in the tavern as night falls. Who's bunking with who, or who gets in?
I would like to bunk with
I-
Zoran.
I would agree on that.
Yeah, hey, Rios.
What's up, man?
Oh, actually,
You want to bunk?
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
are you
They're
gonna
so
are
gonna
you
get
gonna
high.
are you gonna bunk with one of our group's Airgrax, or were you gonna just take a room on your own? Because now we need to get money back for a room. Oh wait, no,
I'm taking
Gaze is still here.
Gaze.
Yeah, sorry,
There's-
Gaze is still here.
Gaze and
There's
Oh, I'm
also
thinking
Null
Gaze.
are still
Oh,
here.
and Null. My God, I forgot about Null. What? Dude's been so quiet this whole time.
Yeah, he's had a lot on his mind right now.
He's had a lot to drink.
He's passed out on the couch in the corner.
Yeah, Null.
Again?
We'll just put Null in his own room.
Gin, yeah.
I warned him.
Yeah.
As
In the morning. Oh, sorry,
Mhm.
go ahead.
no, I was just
Go
gonna say,
ahead.
as y'all kind of go and bunker down in the rooms,
Me.
rest, sleep through the night. There's no iconic dreams that stick to you all
Thank
Mm.
God.
that you remember.
Aldeem, you were the one that was asking me about tier, right?
Yeah.
I mean, while we're in bed, I mean, I guess we can talk about that.
Yeah, no, I'm always down to learn new cultures.
Yeah, so basically, I am a novice of tier, and I'm just explaining everything, obviously. But my job is to reveal the truth, punish the guilty, right the wrong. Simple as that.
Okay.
I am
Damn.
as a faithful to tier. I'm supposed to go around and just do what is lawfully correct.
Mhm.
And what else? Where am I at? There's priest of tier. There's like different levels to it, and they all do different things that all relate to just justice and the law, and in some cases, obviously war, because that's my domain. But as a novice, I'll say Rios has only been has only sworn to tier within the last year, so I'm just a novice, and it's just I go around and I basically, if I see anything, I'm basically just proving my worth at this point. I gotta go and do what's right and stuff like that.
So
I
you
explain all that to Valdim.
you believe in punishing those who have done wrong.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're definitely gonna fit in good.
I see.
Hmm.
Sounds like the best course of action is to go back or to go to that island and then go back to Ironspire. And it's
I think so too. I mean, there's things I cannot forget, so I really really got to stay close, just
Yeah.
till we get those dragon scales.
understood. I will keep that in mind. You can tell me as we get to know each other. I know this is just it's very new, but I believe this is. I mean, like I said, I showed up at the right place at the right time. I believe this is a calling for me to take on this task with you guys and assist in every way that we can because these guys, this has to be taken care of. We can't let
And we
a
need
city as
the
big
help.
as Ironspire get taken over by these parasites. It's a citywide infection, and who knows if that gets out of the town and travels around. Like, it could spread potentially. We don't know that, but so I am in. I told Valdine this. We'll say I told the party that I would sleep on it, but I told Valdine this directly.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
good now.
Back in mine and Zorn's room, is there a window in our room? Let's just say there's a window in our room. I'm just
there's a
staring out the
window.
window. I'm just staring out the window.
This isn't an inhumane establishment.
I'm just staring out the window.
You know, Ignatius, I feel that I didn't share everything I should have
Hmm.
about what traversing the world tree really means.
What do you mean?
In fourth dimensional structures, time moves at a very weird pace.
Mm-hmm.
You said I was in there for a full minute.
Yeah.
1 minute in this plane is roughly 1,000 years along the
Jesus.
world tree.
That's just I can't even comprehend.
I mean, it's much less time than I took last time. I was in there for about 10 minutes last time. So, time fucks with your mind.
Yeah.
So, if I'm acting weird at any point in
Mhm.
time, feel free to let me know.
I'll do that. I'll do that. I just kind of continue to look longing out the window. You know, Zoran, I have a thing that I need to express.
What is it?
Now that I'm I'm sobering up a little bit. Thoughts are starting to kind of come back to me, but I'm still foggy. And now with this disconnect with Tiamat, all that she's shown me, all that she's given me, this you weren't there when I met up with the rest of this group. You and Rio still relatively new. We've already lost a member of our party, to my knowledge, with everything. We've lost a second member of our party that no doubt we'll see again, who I thought was a friend. But did you ever hear words of the towns throughout Prismatica being razed to the ground? Small towns, nothing big.
I know it was you.
Yeah. Do you know what I don't know?
That's why I was keeping tabs on you.
You know what I don't know, Zoran?
What?
I don't know how many people I killed.
It's a scary thought.
Innocent people. Men. Women. Children. There have been so many times that I've thought about this, but every time Tiamat gives me more knowledge, more information. And I've put that to use. And I'll have you know that I did outsmart her. I was able to make a deal, and she no longer took control of me without my knowledge. No longer did she take control while I slept, and I wake up I wake up 20 miles south or 15 miles to the east. I finally had control. And you know what scares me right now, Zoran?
What?
She doesn't remember me.
I heard.
She's connected to me. She can take control of me whenever she wants, and she may not know that yet. And if she doesn't remember who I am, she has no idea what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
However, back to the situation at hand.
Do you want to know a rough estimate of how many innocent people?
Really quick, Bo, I have the suppression pendant as well. If I had this, and I'm saying all this to Zoran, would she not be able to hear what I'm saying? Or does that not matter to her? Or do I not know?
You don't know.
I'm using it assuming she can't hear me. But I'm also pretty broken right now because of my thoughts. Yeah, Zoran, I in regards to your question. I do.
Over 100.
My head goes down. This whole time I haven't even been looking at you. I've just been looking out the window. I had a fear that it was something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you want to know another thing, Zoran?
What?
It's these thoughts that, and I pull out my elemental revolver and I just set it on the table next to me. And then I pull out my normal revolver that I have, the one that I was using before I got the elemental revolver, and I hold this and I go, you know, it was those thoughts. It was those theories of what I've done, Zoran, that kept turning this closer and closer to my head. But the knowledge and the information that I was gaining and the control that I gained pulled it away. And you know what really solidified?
I mean, hell, your old party, remember? What was his name again? The
The one
one with
who
the red
left?
dragon.
Alder.
It sounds like you and him aren't so different.
Alder
Here
is
comes a fireball crashing.
Alder is what I am afraid of becoming, and he succumbed to the red dragon. I have Tiamat in my head.
A lot more dangerous.
I'm terrified, Zoran. I'm terrified of what I can become, and I want you to know that what really stopped me, because I always had this fear in the back of my head that I would never be able to fully have control and I would never get free. That is why when I came across this party in the tavern or the guild, was it the guild that we all ran into each other?
was the guild hall.
The guild hall. The guild hall where I ran into all of the others. I was looking for information on how to separate this, how to separate me, and I think he knew. But you know what really brought me back to, I won't say the light, but really brought me back to a world that I see that I can utilize what I have for good.
What?
This band of misfits. Zoran, coming across these individuals, yeah, I fucking hate these guys. But you want to know something? Just having people that I can trust. I haven't had that in a long time. And I think if I can utilize that, this all kind of comes together. And can you just imagine the power and the effect we can have if I can utilize this to the benefit of us?
It would be great.
That's what I
But
need everyone for.
Do
But I'm
keep in
also
mind that
a
the
danger.
more the more you take from her, the more she'll take from you.
Exactly.
It's not a one-way thing.
Mm-hmm.
I will promise you that if it comes to it and you fully succumb to her, we'll stop you.
I kind of like, my head kind of lowers a little bit and a smile kind of crests the corner of my mouth. And I go, I would love to see that day. And I just set my revolver down and I just go sit on the bed and I lay down to go to sleep for the night. Unless, Zoran, did you have more you wanted to say?
No.
Okay.
That's a good ending point.
As you all having conversation, we go over to Aragrax, who's currently bunked with Gaze, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you want to try to do?
Yeah, I mean, I guess communicate with Acravel.
Okay.
I'll just kind of tell her, or go ahead, do your little feel thing of her.
So wait, what are you trying to ask?
Oh, I was just saying you could say hello first in Acravel's voice,
Oh.
and then I'll start.
Oh, young champion, how are you?
I'm concerned. For the first time in a while, I don't know the correct path. When I led the armies in your name, there was always a path forward.
Right.
Whether it be through or talked to, there was always a path. The path here is not clear. We have decided on a path, but I don't know if it is the correct one. I fear we may be putting personal survival over the benefit of the greater good.
You fear this false hydra.
I fear what it may take. From you, from my party members. It is an unknown that I can't account for.
To your experiences with war do put you in a tough situation. To think that you may be the main line of defense in a situation like this it pays importance that you take care of your own well-being. As selfish as it may feel, if you are unable to help, what else can you do?
I understand. I fear that I do not have the strength necessary to walk the path that we are choosing to walk.
I get that. I do. But I think you're all making the right decision. Vagos, the grumpy old man, will bring much enlightenment to you.
Is there anything I can say to Vagos to guarantee his assistance in this?
Well, Vagos loves knowledge. Always has. Maybe you can offer him a book that he might not possibly have. It's always one way.
I will do my best.
That's good. You always do. Believe in yourself more.
I will. Stay safe.
You as well. As
All right, that's it for me.
the disconnect happens, it is a new day. And let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Give me my one fucking hit point back.
Yeah, everyone's had a long rest. Valdim,
Yep.
you wake up first. As do you go downstairs
Yeah,
or back?
I get dressed, obviously, and then I go downstairs and just kind of head out, like just step outside, get some fresh air.
And so you see, as you step out, you see 3 Earth or not Earth Fire Genasi soldiers on patrol.
Oh,
They look at you like, "Good morning."
top of the morning, gentlemen.
Jimmy, take good care of you.
He cut us a great deal on those rooms, and let me tell you, that margarita last night, oh, it was good.
I know, right? It's dead, like hits the mark.
Mm-hmm.
You feel even great in the morning.
Exactly. He's got a pretty heavy pour too.
It's part of his magic.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you off to?
Just enjoying the sights of the country, trying to, have a little distraction from the chaos that's going on.
Tell me about it.
I travel around and play my drums.
Oh, you should attend the concert. Maybe you could even get in.
What concert? Where?
The one in Ironspire.
When?
It's about a month from now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
how much? Or you think I could just get in with my musical abilities?
Possibly.
I can also play I can play a flute really well too.
Wait, I know you. You're the guy that played the fiddle with the gemstones.
Fiddle. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't think that word would spread like that. I thought that would just stay. You know.
It was incredible. At least from what we heard, we weren't there. But no, yeah, the spring festival. It's to celebrate the spring harvest. Stormweaver hosts it every year.
Oh.
Uh,
So do I gotta like send in something for my invitation, or do you think my skill will just precede me?
I mean, if history repeats itself, should be no issue.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's open auditions.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, thank you for. I mean, I'm definitely. I mean, is there a prize?
Money, gold.
Yeah.
It apparently Stormweaver's going to be there too.
Oh. Maybe he'll want to meet the winner of the competition. Okay.
Possibly. I don't know, but we gotta get back on patrol. You, sir, have a wonderful day.
You too. Thanks for keeping us safe.
Of course. As you watch the 3 Fire Genasi soldiers continue on with their patrol.
Now, at this point, I go back inside. I just sit down at a table.
Of course. As the rest of you wake up.
I'm still asleep.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, you know, a few of you will get up, come out to the tavern bar where you see Valdine sitting at the table.
Valdine.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You sleep good, sleepyhead?
I did. I have a headache.
Oh, the liquor really hit you.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good. I needed to clear my head and forget some things. And also, apparently, remember.
I mean, hopefully what you remembered is good.
Mm.
Oh, shit.
Not really. That's alright, though. Okay.
I mean, hey, you know, it's a new day. We can get started.
I turn, I look at Jimmy.
Yes.
You got
You have
breakfast?
food?
We got food? Of course we got food.
We'll take some breakfast food.
What do you
Can
want?
I get prices first? I need some.
We're looking at like bacon, eggs.
I just want bacon.
What would some eggs? What would 2 eggs and bacon and toast cost me?
Look, I like you all. We're just
Don't
gonna
get
count
toast,
it.
just get bread. I'll do that for you.
We'll count it towards your as the 10 gold to the
Yeah, all right.
the housing.
Nice.
Free breakfast included. I'm rating this highly.
Bring a couple plates, probably, Jim. All right, we'll have our other friends will be joining us shortly.
Julia, grab the plates, get everything cooking. The food will be out accordingly.
I get a cup of coffee.
Zoran Aragrax, as you also enter.
Gaze and all.
It feels good to be back.
Honk shoe, honk shoe, honk shoe.
Did anybody say Rios?
Yeah, where is he?
I mean, he was in the room with you.
Yeah, but like, did nobody saw him like showering or anything like that?
Well, I mean, did you just leave him in there? Was he sleeping when you left?
Yeah, I figured.
Go wake him up.
Oh, okay. I open up the door. I see his just sweet, supple face sleeping.
Sweet little kitty.
I walk up and just slightly, I tap on his arm a little bit. But hey, man. Hello? You up?
Oreos.
Nothing.
Huh.
Okay, I start shaking him a little bit more. Hey, man. Wake up. Hello? At this point, I yell down for Ignatius or whoever, or Zoran.
I'll go
Whoever
upstairs.
just first responds to my call.
I'll go upstairs.
I walk faster. I get there first.
Oh, I was gonna cast Burning Hands and burn the bottom of his foot.
That's so mean.
Guys, maybe I'm just like not having it, but like, can you wake this guy up?
I mean,
I
I
start
can
pushing.
try. I
Hey.
pick him up out of bed
He picks him up.
Hold him like a baby.
and I drop him back on the bed.
As soon as you do that, you just hear a loud just lion roar, and he just immediately bolts up, grabs his shotgun that he slept to the side with, points it at your fucking face.
Zoran
What the
just
fuck are you
stands
doing?
there.
Whoa. Put it down,
Zoran
put it
just
down, put it
stands
down.
Easy there, brother.
You sleep really
Scared me.
heavily.
You do sleep really hard.
I've been told that. I apologize.
That's okay.
You might have to
We
get
got-
used to the shotgun to the face. Don't worry, I will not
It's all
fire
right.
it.
Hey, if you want to get yourself cleaned up, we've got breakfast coming downstairs.
All right, will do. Go and get in the shower.
I go back downstairs.
Yeah.
Same.
As come downstairs, sit back down at the table. Jimmy walks up and he's like, "Fairy friend left a note."
Oh.
Drops the note on the table.
I grab
This
the note.
says,
I'll let one of you read it.
I open up the note.
The note reads as follows. Dear everyone, I am sorry about leaving suddenly. I know there's something that we are missing from the story, and I need to know what it is. I've always been one to stand for the people, and with the weight of the world on our shoulders, I can't help but be stressed out about it. I want everyone's dreams to be real and for us to put down our weapons. All of you are able to do such incredible things. You just have to put your minds to it. I hope that I can remember all of you, but time will tell. For me, it isn't a huge loss, as memories of mine are a burden. I love you all. Good luck. Your friend, Excalibur.
Oh,
we definitely gotta check in more on that guy whenever he comes back.
yeah.
Oh, we'll see him again eventually. I'm sure of
That
it.
was nice.
Now
Meanwhile, Excalibur gets shot with.
I fold it up. I fold it up and I put it in my bag to keep it.
Well, are we ready to go?
Yeah.
I
think
have some information for you guys.
Oh.
So, this morning I stepped outside. There may have been 2 fire genasi guards walking.
Who?
Okay. They're pretty
Just
far.
some guards, patrolling, keeping the area safe.
Were they in Ironspire? Were they in armor from Ironspire?
Yes.
Okay, so they're just patrolling the town then.
Yeah, just protecting their lands. They told me about a concert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I told them, I was a bard. I told them I played some drums. They recognized me, from my immense performance with the gemstones. And
When?
they... Do you not
Continue.
remember? Oh, okay. They told me that it's an open audition. Anybody can go in. You play an instrument. Whoever wins, there's money, possibly Stormweaver.
That definitely doesn't sound like a trap.
Didn't you
I mean-
perform in Ironspire?
No.
No, he performed at the academy.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, all right. I'm sitting here. I'm like, wait a minute. What was real and what wasn't? I'm confused now.
They.
I'm like, what
they
have you been doing, Bo?
Apparently, my performance made the waves, and they heard of me.
Oh, the fiddle. Yeah.
Yeah, the fiddle. You know, my drums,
Mhm.
the weird ass
This-
gemstones that I was not expecting. But it's in a month, which
Um,
kind of lines up pretty good.
Yeah.
If we
I mean,
can
if
get
we
the
can
get the
be
scales.
back.
Mhm.
Maybe it's a pretty. Maybe it's a way for me to get in there.
And we could be like your sound guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I mean,
I can be your. I can do
Ignatius,
your.
it's
I
gonna
can
be-
do your
it's-
pyro.
it's gonna be a little hard to get you in there, Ignatius.
Seth,
Why?
are you just making memes while you just sit here muted?
It was really funny.
Maybe.
Every NPC is. That's funny.
Were you exiled?
Hey, listen. Well, hey, listen. Hold on.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
but sometimes time fixes all. But the last time we tried this was in a fever dream produced by a false hydra.
Mm-hmm. And where we lied a
So
lot.
it could be different this time.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe when we come back, maybe they'll let me in. But maybe they won't, and I'll get arrested, and then we're just right back where we were.
Well, you are. I mean,
Yeah,
Bo is
We'll-
fucking dying, dude.
we'll find out. We'll find out. Like I said, time will tell.
Yeah, that seems like
I'm
it's
honestly kind of just excited because,
perfectly
like,
set up.
I'm pretty good at playing instruments, so
Zoran also has
No.
pretty good knowledge of the sewers.
It does
So-
feel like a trap.
that,
It
So,
does.
It does.
Sure does.
it
I would-
does. But at the same
But-
time, I'm not thinking that the guards know who I am. I'm
Mm.
not someone.
These are two grunts they just have walking in a pretty shitty town.
Can I have Ignatius and Zoran give me some history checks real quick?
History check. So
16 plus 4, 20.
12 plus 2, 14.
You guys do recall that there is a spring festival that is held every year in Ironspire.
Mm-hmm.
That this is a legitimate thing that is held every year.
So
I
to
figured
ask-
that. I just my thought. I think in line with Zoran. My thought is the Stormweaver is aware of what we're up to because of said false Hydra, knows that we're free, and is trying to lure us back to Ironspire.
to
Yeah.
also to ask Diembo, can the false hydra alter memories, or is it just eating them? As far as we know.
As far as you know, just eating.
So
It just eats memories and puts you in like a false world, basically a false dream.
So yeah, I do remember that event taking place. So we could see.
We got to get these scales first.
But yeah, first priority is getting these gold dragon scales. Let's head there.
Because if we get those, then we should be fine no matter what.
Their illusion bullshit won't affect us.
Unless it's
Bo,
affecting
quick
you guys right
question.
now, which it's not.
Yes.
Did we heard someone found out where the island was, correct?
We got a
Or
map.
was it?
Yeah,
We got a
we
map.
from
You got a map.
Vinky.
How
Vinky?
far are we to the island?
Fucking far.
From- Okay.
we got
Because you said it's south, correct?
on the
So how many days are we
side.
talking to the island?
What's the trip?
You're looking at like 2 weeks.
So
We got to get a move on.
we gotta find in this town.
Shit.
I could say I could walk around, but are there anywhere? Is there anywhere we can get? We don't have a lot of money,
I have some good money.
but we're gonna need. I think we're gonna need.
I only have
We're gonna need horses.
10 gold.
We're gonna need horses. Maybe a cart.
I have my own horse.
Ooh. Damn, bougie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking we're gonna need some transportation because walking all the way there is gonna suck.
Are we gonna need?
Yeah, well, let's ask around town.
Is this how big is this town?
Not
It's a
big.
village.
It's like a suburb.
How many horses do we need to pull a cart? Or I guess
At least
we gotta
2,
find a way
right?
to- Is it 2 for us for a
I
party?
think at
of
least
8?
2. Oh, with a cart with 8 with like 6 people on it.
Yeah, it would be 7 total.
A couple people walk at a time. Would you need probably what 4? Would you need 4 horses to pull that many people?
You
In one cart.
you see Jim peeking around the corner as he's helping Julia carry the food. You need horses?
Horses in a
You guys
cart.
got everything.
Well, I can get you. I have some horses and a cart.
Okay.
How much?
How much you got?
I can
That
pitch in
was
35 gold.
I have 10 gold to my name.
I got 65.
I too have 65.
As
Unless there's something personal you need us to do that we can do for you.
Yeah, you have a small job.
Personal requests.
Do you know what an IOU is?
That
We got to come back this way anyway, man.
you, okay,
is true.
you're gonna go see, or you're heading to Vagos.
That's the plan.
That's what you overheard.
You drop.
If you could convince him to bring a couple extra dragon scales,
Okay.
we can I'll take it. We'll make it a deal. If you bring me back some dragon scales, you get your money. You get your money back. I only need 20 gold. 20 gold to rent the horses and
20 gold down.
and cart. But if you come back and bring me the dragon scales, you'll get the 20 gold back.
20 gold each or total?
Total.
Here, yeah. I'll pitch in 10.
I'll also pitch in 10. You and I'll pay for it.
Perfect. They're in the back. But first, eat. You guys gotta
I throw my bacon down.
I love bacon.
And as you love my expertly drawn drawing of Da Vinci's map, I know. I know. I passed art class with an A+. I know you can tell. The green circle's where you guys are currently at.
Mm-hmm.
The orange
Straight up.
circle is where Vagos' island is.
Where are we looking right now? I'm sorry.
Just look in general.
In Discord.
Oh, in the general chat. Oh, I thought we were looking at D&D Beyond. Oh yeah, dude, that's elite. That's elite craftsmanship right there.
Thank you. I know.
All right.
So, gentlemen, I'm seeing a little issue.
Uh-oh. I don't like this.
So,
Yeah, we'll need a boat.
yeah. We'll figure that once we get to the
I
shore.
imagine there'd probably be some sort of boats
It's a port
coast
town
or
down there. I'm
docks,
sure
It's a
we-
port town. We'll be fine.
right? Yeah.
Well, there
We just
was
gotta
a
focus on
port
gear.
town.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
Don't
there
say
was.
that,
Damn
Mr.
it.
DM. Fuck you.
We've been
You
there,
guys
right?
know this.
Yeah. It's my
It's
house,
Valdine's
big base.
home.
We'll make it
Fuck,
work.
Is everything still there, Bo? We don't know that.
You don't know.
No, the big
Fuck.
thing fucking died. Alder murdered that thing.
Yeah,
Alright.
but there's still
our
all
memory.
the other. No, that was real. I
And
think.
Bill, also a quick question.
Yes.
Where are we in relation to like the white dragon?
The white dragon. Yeah, I can do. Give me a second.
Which of the 5
He's
bits
whipping up
is it in?
Photoshop.
He's gonna make another circle. It's gonna be
He's
white
gonna
on white.
add
So we won't
He's
see
gonna
it.
add a blue circle to the
There you go.
white. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not where I thought it would be.
Relatively on the way.
I'm working on getting like an actual map made. Takes some
Oh,
time.
I can't wait for the
That's a great
Zoran
map.
art to get commissioned, dude.
I know that's one of my next things. But yeah, so that bottom right is where she is located, or well,
Her
you'll see
Nice.
exactly as y'all eat your meal. You load up on the cart and set off south. That is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh
Oh.
God!
10 more minutes.
Sounds about right.
Gosh.
Oh no!
Uh,
I know, we all want to keep going, but
Mm.
this is where the fun shenanigans gets to start.
yeah.
Folks, if
I
you're
gotta check out
enjoying
what my daggers do next time.
exactly, maybe so there might be combat, there might not be. Folks, I hope you've enjoyed hearing more of the tale of the War of the Chromatics. Things are changing, parties are shifting, new goals and objectives to be made, but more to be told. See you in 2 weeks. As always, though, this is the Lion's Den. Hope to see you around next time. A good
Goodbye.
bye.